Hello, I'm Hobafunle Ebenezer, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to forecast in Microsoft Excel. And what is forecasting? It is the art of predicting the future. Do you want to predict what your sales will look like in the next few years or few months? You want to predict what a population of a particular state will look like in the next few years or few months, or you just want to know the possibility of something happening based on historical data or data of the past and data of the present. Now want to use the two data to predict into the future. And for businesses, forecasting is very good. It helps you to budget. It gives your business direction, and it helps you manage risk. You know, it's so great to forecast, and business analysts do that often to help the management to move forward and to know their step. And in Microsoft Excel, it's very simple to forecast, and that's what I will be showing you. And if you want to forecast in Excel, it is very important that you have a time based data. I mean date with a consistent interval. Do you understand? The sample data I have here contains the monthly sales of the company I just called ABC Limited, and it's in Naira, Nigeria currency. And what we have here, you will see a consistent uh, interval between each date. And what do I mean by that? When you look here, you see this January 1, 2017, and from January 1, 2017, we move to February, which is these two, February 1, 2017, then we move to March 1, 2017. You still see we maintain that interval. The dates keep coming up on the first of every month of each year. And after the last month of January 2017, you see we move down to the January 1, 2018. Note that I didn't jump here to January 10, 2018 or February 1, 2018. Just to you need a consistent interval between each point of your timeline. This is my timeline from here down to the last date is my timeline. So these are my data. So we have our sales here. It's the sales of January 1, 2017 is reflecting 1,100,238 naira, and for the February 1st, 2017, I have 990,560 naira, and even to the date. But the management of ABC Limited want to know what lies ahead, what is likely to be their sales in the next future. The sales are yet to is yet to return. The sales report is yet to come in, or they are yet to make a sale. How can you do that? You want to help them to budget. You want to give them a direction. You want to convince investors that the future is bright. You want to give them a sense of prediction on how to plan. So we want to know our sales for this year, for this period of time, which is March 1, 2019 to October 1. Okay, let me just pardon me. I want to make it to be till December 1, 2019. So we want to predict for this one. How can we do that? All you just need to do is to select all the data you want to use. This is our past historical data, and with the current one we have, we just need to select everything. They are just past, because I will select everything. So I am using this data from here, from the beginning to this place, to predict for this place, from March 1, 2019 to December 1, 2019. So what are we likely to receive? What is the sales going to look like? After selecting that, just come to your data tab in Microsoft Excel, then come to the forecast group. This is the forecast group. Then you select the forecast sheet. Once you select it, the dialog box will come in, and you will see a kind of a preview and a pictorial representation of your forecast, and it will ask you what year do you want to end your forecast. It's already there. When we want to end it is we want it to end at this date what's the date? We want it to end at this date, which is, I want it to be on 12 December 1, 2019. So, or you can still select this one to select the date you want. So you can see we have selected December 2019. So it's okay. So once we have done that, you can select the visual forecast you want to see. Well, in what visual way, with what kind of charts do you want Excel to represent your forecast for you? This is the first one, is line chart. You can come to bar chart if that is what you want. In my own case, I want to use bar chart to forecast it, and but it is better for you to use the line chart, because there is some kind of visual representation, it shows up with you. But I will be using the colon chart here, and this is what it looks like now. I can say create. So once you create, you just hold on, in a little seconds the result will come up to you, and Excel will automatically generate a new worksheet to the left hand side of the column, the original sheet you used to generate the report. So this is the new sheet now. Let me just call it sales forecast. Let me call it, so that we can have it clearer. Forecast. So once I'm done, you can see this all we have here, and these are the months we told Excel to forecast for us. We have March, we have April, we have May, we have June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So we are not seeing this value very well. So the values are not well shown. We can double click it so that it filled up. Wow, this is what it looks like. We have successfully forecasted our sales for this month, and you'll see this amount we are likely to realize for March, and this the one for April and till January. And we have this little call the confidence interval. The confidence interval just reflects the constant or a good interval that is likely to exist between the sales of 1 month and the next month. So this is the confidence interval here, and the new column that shows up here is the forecast itself, the value you are likely to realize. And it's as simple as that. Well, you can come here back to the pictorial representation, which is our column chart. This is our column chart here, reflecting for the month. You can see it in orange. These are historical data here in blue, and these are forecast in orange, showing to your right hand side. And you see the value, what is likely to be, and you still want to see, when you look well, you can still see some other things about it. But if you use the line charts, you will see it in a better way. You can change your charts anytime by coming to design, and you say change chart type, and you can still come back to line charts if you want to use line charts. This line chart here, you can tell it you want to use line chart, and it will change it for you anytime you want it. So that's a very good example, but I also want to show you another example I did using the forecast, and it's about the population of my country, Nigeria. And credits, I'm giving it to worldmeters.info, because that's where I got this information. And so when you look at this population report here of Nigeria, you see it from 1955 even to 2019. So, but in our timeline, we have our interval here existing to be five years. What I mean is, from 1955 we come to 1960, 1965, 1970, 1975. But when you come down to 2015, you see our interval is not constant, it's not consistent any longer. It's changing. It is a year interval now that we now have from 2015 to 2019. So if you try to use all this data to forecast, you'll be getting the wrong forecast. I'm serious. It won't be accurate. But I will not be using that. What I want to do is I want to use from 2015 to 2019 to forecast, because this is having a consistent interval, a consistent one. So when we use this one will generate a good report to us. So I will select it from here down here, and I'll come to data tab, and I'll come to the forecast group, and I'll select the forecast sheet command. So this is what it will look like when you are reporting. What year do you want to see? So we want to forecast the population of Nigeria till 2025. So how will Nigerian population be in the years after 2019? Let us see. You can see it's already generated for us, and we can just say create. Wow. So Nigeria will be experiencing something like this. Pardon. Uh, this is what we'll see. This is what we have here, and it's showing in 2020 Nigeria population will be around 205,868,647, and in 2021 you'll see what the population will look like, 210 million plus, and in 2022 215 million plus, and in 2023, and finally in 2025 you will be having a population of 230 million plus, 230 million 682,798 to be precise. So you can see it's very awesome to use Excel to forecast. Is easy and very handy. It saves your time instead of using a lot of analysis or model for your forecast. And once you just come to Excel, it's very easy. And don't forget, you can always change this chart at any time by coming to the chart tab and come to design. Then you select change. When you change the chart type, I can come to column and I can say I just want something like this, and I say okay, and you see these are prediction. Our prediction is showing to this end. This is ending year. The historical data we started to the forecast is ending 2019, and this 2020 you can see the population of Nigeria at this right hand side, which is the axis at the vertical side of it. So guys, this is all I want to share with you with Microsoft Excel forecast. You can see it is very easy, very handy for you to plan, to budget, and to make any kind of prediction as regarding the future of any business. And so I want to implore you to please subscribe to our channel, drop your comment, and ask any question you still want to know about Microsoft Excel. Thank you and bye for now.